bought a house. Picked up the keys this morning. I've been waiting just over 4 months to get the keys. And I finally have them. And I'm finally in, and I'm probably not moving in, well, I'm definitely not moving in straight away because I want to do some work to the place and it needs a little bit of loving. It's been rented for the last 10 years, so everywhere's a bit, I mean, everything works, but it's just cosmetic things mainly that I want to work on. There's also an issue with the roof leaking, so got to get that fixed. It's 29 degrees outside and the garden is completely overgrown, and that's probably going to be the first thing I tackle so that I can actually get to the door and so that all the tradespeople can get in and out much easier. So that needs to be cleared. I just can't do it today because I don't really function over 20 degrees outside, I've realised. There's a lot to do, it's going to take quite some time, but I'm obviously going to bring you all along on the journey and I am so excited. This also wouldn't really be possible without all of you watching and supporting me. And yes, buying a house on my own. It's very scary but very exciting. Would you like to see my new house? Currently in the small bedroom. Look at these floorboards. This is kind of what sold me. Well, not what sold me, but you know, there's lots of character in this little cottage. It's very cute. And then for a cottage, the ceilings are actually really high upstairs. So that's good. There's a little window in here. The roof, I don't know if you can see, really needs clearing. The gutters need clearing and sorting out. There's a lot that needs to be done. Put this back, this is my boiler. And from this way, you can see my cupboard. A huge cupboard in there. Hands full of cobweb. Very cool. Oh my god. What was that? So anyway, that's my cupboard. In the little room, then there's a door, very nice door. Which kind of looks like it's just being held together by lots of little random bits. Might replace the doors. If I do, I'll replace them with old antique doors that I find in a reclamation yard, just because they're fine, they're just very wobbly, flimsy. Then as you can see, it leads into my hallway, which my hallway is about that big. This is my hallway. And then this is the main bedroom. Which I will show you now. Come on. Again, really high ceilings here. Let me show you around. There's the door we just went through. And beautiful windows. The windows are so gorgeous. They've been replaced really nicely. Some of them have. Oh my god. I'm not going to open this just yet because it's so hot outside that I don't want to let the warm heat into this nice cold room. But yeah, the windows have been really nicely replaced over the years. I think the bathroom is the only one that's still original. But this one is probably my favourite. I'm definitely going to replace this blind eventually because look how much more light you get in the room if you didn't have that. So that's going eventually, and I'll put some sort of curtain up here. I'm sure there'll be many videos of me sewing, making curtains and things. The house also comes with a little outhouse. Let me show you. You can actually see it from this window, so come hither. You can just about make out the roof. That's my little outhouse, and eventually that'll probably be my studio, but it needs a lot of work. So it's a pretty nice room, this one. And I'm very excited to get going with it. Can't wait to start decorating in here. Just look at that light. This is my death trap of a staircase. It's literally a ladder, and all of the stairs kind of like lean back, which is a bit scary. I have already had nightmares about these stairs and me ending up in a pile at the bottom. I just realised, why am I starting this at the top of the house? I don't know. When you come down my stairs, you then come into my kitchen. Guess what? It's small, but you know what? It's got everything you need. Obviously, because the house was rented, it was up to date with everything it needed, and luckily everything works. Got an oven. I've got a washer dryer machine. I've got a fridge freezer, which has already got strawberry jam in it. Ceilings in this house are all textured. That, why? So I'm either going to get those plastered over, or I might put, what's it called? That sort of cladding where it looks like wood, but it's not wood. That one, might put that on the ceilings. I don't know if it will work upstairs because there's like a slopey bit, so that probably wouldn't work. As far as the kitchen goes, it's in my favourite millennial grey. So I'm either going to paint it or rip some bits out. It's not like the best quality kitchen, and some bits I think have not been thought out very well. Counter space, for example, is very much not there. This is the extent of all of my kitchen countertop, but I like to do a lot of cooking and baking, so I feel like they might have to go. And I was thinking moving oven down, have this so it goes all the way along to here, and then have a big cabinet, not obviously this big, but having a cabinet like this depth all the way along there. That's kind of like maybe open shelving or half open shelving, and then this side over here I will keep the kitchen going up to here because you have to get through here to go to the bathroom. So I'll just keep that there, but maybe get rid of this and put a cabinet that fits into this nook here, all the way across there, and that can be my pantry, and it can go all the way up to the ceiling or up to there, and then just get rid of that, rid of those bits. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. Over where the fridge is, keep the fridge there, probably put a microwave on top of the fridge maybe. I was thinking where this angles down here, I would put a work surface along here, all the way back. That's actually really deep back there. And then put a cafe curtain across here, hiding this. Lovely bit of kit. Still in the kitchen, I have a little courtyard out the back, which I've just been out into. It's very hot. There's lots of flies, there's a dead bird, and there's about 40 spiders in this door frame, so I'm gonna wait until the Hoover comes to go back out there. Then in this corner of the kitchen, we have the bathroom, which again needs a very good clean. Nice old door. We have a shower and a big fly. Out, get out the window. Yes, yes. Yay. Oh. That doesn't shut very well, does it? Ah, okay. Sink. It's crawling on me. Sink with wood lice. Spider. This sink, way too small. I'm thinking it can come out to about here. And that'll be it, because the door moves back. But I found a sink unit that I like that will probably fit there. We bought a Hoover, yes. We need the Hoover. Dad has just dropped off the Hoover and helped me fix the fence gate, which now works. So let me show you the rest of the house. Now we're in the sitting room, living room, whatever you want to call it. This is probably the darkest room in the house because there is a little porch just here which kind of blocks the light a bit, but it means that it's very cool in here right now, which is lovely. Sadly, there are no floorboards on this floor. It's just carpet, which I may take up and put nice floorboards down here because coming straight onto cream carpet is never fun in a house. Fireplace is being completely bricked up. So there is no fireplace anymore. But it comes with this electric fire which has a remote. So that works. Not loving this wooden fireplace situation. I may, if I keep this, I might make a bit of a nicer one and paint it. And maybe put some tiles behind this. I'm going to have to be quite clever about storage in this house because it's so small. So I'm thinking of maybe building in some cabinets next to the fireplace. Because I definitely think this one could have a cabinet that goes along here. Maybe put my computer that I kind of use as a TV. I don't really watch TV much, so I've just used that. And then over here, the previous tenants had their table here, which I guess could work quite well. In my head I was thinking I was going to do some sort of like built-in seating that went from here all the way around. But I'm not sure about that anymore. I just thought this could be quite a cute little nook for seating, like a little table. But I think this is too low down to put a bench seat. Oh, it might be okay. Ceilings in here are kind of very decent height, but they are weird. I don't think it's Artex. I think it's paint, but I don't want to risk disturbing it too much in case it is. So the last thing in the house is the porch, and then I'll show you outside, but I will voice over that because I don't want all the neighbours instantly to be like, what's she doing? She's talking to herself, she must be mad. This is one of my favourite views out of the house. I've got this sash window here which can be fully opened up, and then you can see my lovely little garden. So this is my very cute little enclosed porch, and it's got this really nice original window, and then as you can see this used to be the front of the house, and this was added on, they think, very soon after the actual house was built. So it's not a hugely modern addition. I love that you can see the bricks. I might find some sort of cabinet or wardrobe to go here so that I can store all my coats and then shoes in the bottom of the wardrobe. Because I don't want to put it over here on this wall because the window, I don't want to block any light from the windows. So if I put anything here, it'll be low down. So I could put a little bench seat here. Yeah, a little bench seat. Maybe a tiny little table or something. I have a really gorgeous brick wall running all the way down. This tree is dropping a lot of weird stuff, and I met my neighbours recently on the other side, and they've got these 2 big home oak trees that they're growing, and so I think I might just let those come further over and chop this tree down potentially. I really don't know if I want to chop it down or not. I'm usually really against chopping trees down, but there is literally a tree right behind it that is also going to create some nice shade. Yeah, these windows need some serious sanding and repainting, so I'm quite excited to do that. So this is the garden. It's extremely overgrown, and you can see my little outhouse in the background. I will take you out and show you that. So when you come out of my front door, you have my little garden, which, as I said, has got a little bit wild, so I'm going to be taming that. But at the end, where I come into the house, is my outhouse, and this also needs a lot of work. I mean, it's obviously been used just as an outhouse for many years, and I'm going to try and make it into a good working studio. There's a lot of damp. It might need a new roof. Who knows? I might put a skylight in it or something. There's so many things I could do with this outhouse. It's such a great space to have. It's got a lovely original window, this funny door that has like a stable door and another door attached to the back of it, as you do. Some lovely damp. We love that. And yeah, so that is my little outhouse. So there we go. That is my gorgeous little cottage. I keep calling it a house, but I guess it kind of is a cottage. This is definitely a big dream come true moment. I've been looking for a house with character for years now, and it's so hard to find them. Well, it's hard to find small character properties. They really don't come up very often around here, and when they do, they go very quickly. I got into a bidding war with this one. It was so stressful, and I just wanted it so badly, and luckily I got it. I put my offer in February. We're now at the end of June. Now I can finally start working on this house. Every evening I've been looking at my phone and looking at the pictures of it and just thinking, what could I do there? What could I do there? So I'm so excited to actually be able to start changing things around, painting, making the house look beautiful. I'm trying to find most things on Facebook Marketplace. The only thing I think I might be getting new, unless I find a nice used one, is a sofa. And I probably am going to get that from Rowan and Wren because I love their sofas. I went over to my friend Sarah's house the other day, who owns a Rowan and Wren sofa, and I sat on it and I didn't want to get off it, so I think I'm going to be going with one of those. And I don't know if I'm going to sand these floors down and refinish them. It looks like they had, oh, I can see into this one. Well, there's a hole in that floorboard and I can see through it. So my mum's on her way back over. I'm going to give the house a good hoover. And then my boyfriend Josh is coming over this evening, and I'm sure I can pick his brain about building stuff because he's done some in the past. So I'm sure he's going to love that. I felt very sick last night at the idea of getting the keys to this place. And it's all suddenly become very real. In a very good way. So I really hope you guys are looking forward to the cottage renovation videos, and I will say goodbye and probably start filming tomorrow, whatever I'm doing. No idea how frequently I'm going to upload. Let's face it, I'm rubbish at doing frequent uploads, so we'll see. But I might be a changed woman. This house might change me. I highly doubt it. I hope you're all having a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye from my new house.